If you want to piss me off on any given day, slide into my DMs without even following me or leaving me a comment or saying, hey, how are you? And try to sell me something. Or come into my comment section and leave like a super generic comment. Like those are the two ways that you're gonna probably piss me off. Hey y'all, it's Allie, and I am back with 7 things that you need to stop doing on Instagram right now, like yesterday. The first is focusing on your follower count too much. The first is focusing too much energy on your follower count. Follower count is great. Obviously, we want to have our following growing because that hopefully means that more people are seeing our content and potentially converting to customers. However, if you're focusing too much on follower count and not enough on the quality of your content or the followers you already have, then you're missing a huge opportunity to convert the people who are already there. Even the people who already follow you, chances are less than 10% of them have actually converted to paying clients. And by focusing on the people who already follow you and who you already know are interested in your content, you can increase that conversion so that you are running a more successful Instagram business and not just running a successful Instagram account, if that makes sense. The second is cheap growth hacks. Now, I talk about this a lot: follow, unfollow, hiring engagement services that hire low-income people in the Philippines to do engagement on your account by hand. That's like really inauthentic, and if they're just like leaving emojis or like watching people's stories or whatever. Does it result in some people following you? Yeah. Are a lot of them not in your target audience? Yeah, this is what happens when you outsource things to people who actually don't know anything about your business. Not to mention, anybody who promises you fast follower growth is probably also putting your account at risk. Now, Instagram has been implementing new terms of service as well. The algorithm is becoming smarter and better, well, and sometimes worse, at identifying what is spammy behavior and what is coming from someone who's not an actual user versus the user themselves. So if you are willing to sacrifice your account being shut down because your account gets flagged because you're doing too much engagement in one day or too much too fast, then that's completely up to you. But 99.99999% of people who I know who are running their business on Instagram, that is their worst nightmare. Don't do it. The third is creating copycat content. Now, plagiarizing content is across the board bad. You can take inspiration from others, but when you create copycat content, you are always going to be 1, 2, 10 steps behind the people who are actually spending their time innovating and working on creating new things and forging the path forward in their field. So instead of spending so much time watching your competition and trying to replicate what they're doing, spend time focusing on your skills, your area of expertise, and creating really high value content that aligns with that. Inauthentic engagement, my least favorite. If you want to piss me off on any given day, slide into my DMs without even following me or leaving me a comment or saying, hey, how are you? And try to sell me something. Or come into my comment section and leave like a super generic comment. Like those are the 2 ways that you're gonna probably piss me off because I just have no time for it. It's like, I can't even. The thing is, and the reason why this is so important, is that when we perpetrate these things, when we are the ones who are going and leaving inauthentic comments, then we are also missing a huge opportunity because a lot of the people who are going to advocate for you, who are going to refer you to others, who are going to send your posts to people, they're going to be the people that you're having really authentic, real life interactions with, not leaving 3 heart emojis after someone comments on your post, some like pouring their heart out. It's called energy matching. The 5th is clout chasing. This is something that probably has been going on for millennia. Clout chasing is basically aligning yourself with someone who has more social capital than you. So whether that is followers, a more highly engaged following, whether it's actual capital like money, and attempting to use their standing or their perceived standing to bolster your own. Nothing says inauthentic more than using somebody for anything, really. I mean, just connect with people who you like, connect with people who resonate with you, connect with the people in your field who you jive with. And I don't like, who says jive? And then from there, build those relationships. If those people happen to have more social capital than you, cool, but don't use it as your determining factor for why you are reaching out to them or why you're trying to build a relationship. Because ultimately, if you want to contribute to a more collaborative economy, then you need to be looking in all directions. Not every person who has social clout is going to have the best information or be the best mentor. Sometimes it's the little people who don't have, the huge following who actually have the most truthful and realistic information. 6, spreading misinformation. This is really hard because my friend Ange shared a video just the other day about the difference between misinformation and disinformation. And misinformation is actually the information that people spread that they believe is true and that they believe they are helping by sharing it. This is when fact checking comes in really high. This is when having your own group of experts in different fields is really important, who you can lean on, go to, ask questions, so that you can find out, hey, is this information actually legit? Like all of those posts that were going around saying a save is a super like when it's not? Or is this just like a scam and people are just doing clickbait? Because that's what a lot of this is just clickbait. And the hardest thing about that is that misinformation is usually even more damaging than disinformation, because at least disinformation knows it's not true. Misinformation will defend itself like it is the truth when it is not. And that is harmful. And the 7th thing is faking it till you make it. You actually don't have to fake it to make it. You can just be yourself and make it. And, whatever making it is actually looks different to different people. So maybe for you, it is having 10,000 followers and a swipe up. Maybe for somebody else, it's actually doesn't even matter how many followers they have. They just want to make $1,000 in sales in the month. It's about embracing who you are, being truthful, being honest, having integrity, being authentic, and knowing that what is meant for you will find you. So those are 7 things you need to stop doing now. And I hope they help. I'll talk to you soon.